Ladies, have you ever looked at someone and thought, she just has that elegant energy, but couldn't quite put your finger on what makes her stand out? Well, today, we're uncovering exactly that. The quiet choices that truly elegant women over 60 consistently get right, and the subtle wardrobe mistakes they gently avoid. And more importantly, we're not just listing the don'ts, we're giving you the how-tos, the whys, and the beautiful fixes that can help you show up with confidence and ease every single day. So if you're ready to refine your style, celebrate who you are today, not who you were 20 years ago, and dress with the kind of grace that never goes out of fashion, you're in exactly the right place. Let's begin with one of the biggest mistakes many women unknowingly make. And it starts where elegance begins with fit. Let's start with the first mistake too many elegant women unknowingly make. And trust me, it's one you might not even realize you're doing. You might be holding on to that one dress, the navy sheath that used to hug all the right places. Or maybe it's those jeans you wore to your daughter's graduation, the ones that made you feel powerful, pulled together, almost invincible. But now when you slip them on, something's off. They pinch in places that never used to be a problem, or they hang loose in a way that doesn't flatter but hides. And in that quiet moment in front of the mirror, you think, is it me? Or is it the clothes? Here's the truth. Most women over 50 don't hear often enough. Your body isn't failing you, it's evolving. According to AARP, more than 60% of women experience significant changes in their waist, chest, and shoulders after menopause. Hormonal shifts, changes in muscle mass, posture, even bone structure. All of it transforms how clothes fit, even if the number on the scale hasn't changed. But here's the mistake so many of us make. We try to shrink ourselves back into clothes from a past chapter instead of dressing for the incredible woman we've become. In this one, you are not the woman you were at 30, and that's a beautiful thing. So why wear clothes that were made for her? That old blazer with the too tight arms, or that skirt that hikes up when you sit? You deserve better than adjusting yourself all day. You deserve to wear something that fits you right now. As fashion expert Stacey London says, fit is not about size, it's about proportion. This isn't about buying new clothes just for the sake of shopping. This is about learning how to listen to your current body. Maybe your shoulders are a little broader, now your waistline a bit softer, or your bust sits differently. That's not a problem. That's your life story woven into skin and strength and shape. If something doesn't fit quite right, don't settle. Take it to a tailor. Having something adjusted just for you isn't indulgent. It's an act of self-respect. A $40 jacket can look like a $400 one when it fits well. Clothes should follow your shape, not fight it. You should feel supported, not restricted. And when you find that one piece that really fits, something happens. You walk taller, you speak clearer. You remember that your body deserves to be seen, not hidden. So let me ask you, when was the last time you wore something that truly fit you beautifully? Not just in size, but in energy, in confidence. If you've had that moment even once, I'd love to hear about it. Share your yes moment in the comments below. And while we're talking about fit, let's not forget the foundation under it all, because no matter how perfectly a dress is tailored, it all begins with what you wear underneath. That's what we're diving into next. It's just about it. Let's be honest, most of us don't think about our underwear unless it's visibly uncomfortable. But here's the thing, if your bra is digging in, slipping down, riding up, or leaving marks on your skin, it's not doing its job. And more importantly, it's making you work harder just to feel at ease in your own clothes. What many women don't realize is that the right foundation garment isn't just about comfort. It's about posture, silhouette, and confidence. According to the Cleveland Clinic, nearly 80% of women are wearing the wrong bra size. That's not just a fashion issue, it's a health one. A poor-fitting bra can cause shoulder and neck pain, tension, headaches, and even chronic back issues. It can subtly pull your spine out of alignment or make your clothes sit awkwardly on your body. But here's the good news. This is one of the easiest mistakes to fix. Start by giving yourself permission to change. So many of us hold on to bras from 5, 10, even 20 years ago. We keep the ones that used to fit, thinking one day they'll feel right again. But your body has changed, and that's not a flaw. That's a sign of life lived fully. Breast tissue, skin, elasticity, rib cage, shape, all evolve with age, hormone shifts, and weight fluctuations. That's normal. That's expected. So what can you do? Get measured, not once in your lifetime, but at least once a year. Most department stores and specialty lingerie boutiques offer complimentary fittings, and many do it discreetly and kindly. If in-person isn't your thing, there are great online tools from trusted brands that help you measure at home with just a tape measure and a mirror. Once you know your size, choose bras that support without squeezing. Look for wide, soft straps that lift gently. Choose smooth fabrics with minimal seams if you wear fitted tops, and prioritize stretch that adapts with you throughout the day. It's not about lace or luxury, it's about comfort, structure, and confidence. You deserve to move through your day without being poked, pinched, or constantly adjusting. And don't forget your underwear either. Skip the bulky lace that shows through trousers or the synthetic fabrics that trap heat. Go for breathable cotton or microfiber in a nude tone close to your skin. When your base layer is right, your whole outfit feels and looks better. Try this. Next time you get dressed up for something, whether it's dinner with friends, church on Sunday, or simply running errands in your favorite jeans, start with a well-fitting bra. Just one time, notice how your clothes fall, notice how you stand, then come back here and let me know if you felt the difference. I think you will. Now, speaking of how we move through the world, let's talk about what carries us our feet. Because if you've ever felt fatigued at the end of the day and didn't know why, your shoes might have something to do with it. We rarely think of our shoes as the centerpiece of an outfit, but they often say the most. Not with sparkle or trend, but with posture, presence, and grace. You could be wearing the most beautifully tailored pants, the perfect blouse, a coat that makes people look twice. But if your shoes are worn down, scuffed at the toe, or worse, hurt your feet, the moment you step outside, that entire look begins to collapse both literally and figuratively. As geriatric specialist, Dr. Karen Zeman from UCLA puts it, footwear in older adults affects not only posture, but fall risk and joint health. That's not a style issue. It's a quality of life issue. When your feet are uncomfortable, your knees compensate, your hips shift, and your back pays the price. And over time, what started as a fashion misstep can lead to real physical pain. But the mistake here isn't just about discomfort, it's about disconnection. So many of us keep shoes we no longer wear because they once made us feel bold, sexy, sophisticated heels. We haven't worn in 5 years, flats that have lost their shape, wedges that wobble and twist with every step. We tell ourselves they're still good, when in truth, they no longer serve who we are or how we move through the world. It's time to rethink what elegant footwear looks like for you today. Look for shoes that support your arch and give your toes room to breathe. Choose materials that move with you, soft leather cushioned soles, secure fastenings. A slight lift is fine, but think about stability first. Neutral tones like black taupe navy or soft metallics pair beautifully with everything, and a well-kept shoe in the right tone can elevate even the simplest outfit. You don't need 20 pairs. Just 2 or 3 that you love, that carry you through your day with comfort, quiet confidence, and the kind of style that whispers, not shouts. And let's not forget, your shoes are the final period in the sentence, that is your outfit. They complete your look, ground your posture, and influence how you show up. You deserve shoes that carry your elegance, not your pain. So I'm curious, what's the most comfortable yet elegant pair of shoes you own right now? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. And while you're there, don't forget to give this video a like. If you found even one helpful insight so far, sharing this with a friend might be exactly what she needs today. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we're just getting started, and I'd love for you to be part of this graceful journey with me. Now, if shoes are the period at the end of your outfit, then color, that's your voice. Let's talk about how we use color to tell our story, and the quiet mistake many of us make without even realizing it. There's a reason so many of us love black. It's easy. It's forgiving. It feels safe, like a style shortcut that says I'm polished, I'm put together. And to be fair, black can be stunning, but only when it's used with intention. Because here's the catch, when we wear all black every day without variation in texture or shape, we risk fading into the background. What once felt sophisticated begins to feel heavy, even harsh. Especially as we get older, when our features soften and our energy shifts inward, head to toe black can sometimes drain us rather than elevate us. Fashion experts often say, all black can be stunning, but only when it tells a textured story. And they're right. Think about black silk flowing beneath a structured wool blazer, or soft suede boots paired with a smooth leather handbag. Suddenly, the outfit speaks not in volume, but in layers. The eye dances across the contrast, the subtle sheen, the quiet depth. The same goes for accessories. A black dress on its own might feel too plain, too stark, but add a gold cuff bracelet, a silk scarf with jewel tones or a pair of pearl earrings, and it transforms. You still look timeless, but now there's warmth. Personality story. If you love black, and many elegant women, do ask yourself, how do I make it alive? Is there texture, movement, a break in the shadow? You don't have to abandon your favorite shade, but you do deserve to use it as your canvas, not your camouflage. And I'd love to hear your take. If you love black, what's your favorite way to make it come alive? Let us know in the comments, and while you're there, give this video a like if you're enjoying the journey so far. Your support truly helps this channel grow, and you never know which friend might need this message today. Share it with someone who deserves to feel beautiful again. Now, speaking of color, let's talk about one that often gets unfairly judged. Because if you've ever thought neutrals are boring or too old-fashioned, what I'm about to share might just change your mind. Somewhere along the way, many women were told that neutral colors are dull, that beige is boring, that gray makes you disappear, that soft camel or warm ivory will somehow make you look older instead of more refined. But the truth couldn't be further from that misconception. In fact, according to Psychology Today, neutral tones actually inspire feelings of trust, calm and quiet sophistication, especially in mature women. These colors don't scream for attention, but they invite it. They create space for the person inside the outfit to shine, instead of overwhelming her with loud distractions. When used well, neutrals can be the most powerful palette in your wardrobe. Picture this, a soft cashmere sweater in camel paired with tailored dove gray trousers and a warm ivory coat. Add a pop of color, a crimson handbag, a silk scarf in emerald green, or even a bold lipstick. And suddenly, that boring base becomes the canvas for a masterpiece. You look pulled together. Approachable, elegant. What's more, neutrals make mixing and matching effortless. They give your wardrobe harmony, which saves you time, energy, and frustration, and in a stage of life where comfort matters just as much as confidence. That kind of ease is a gift. The secret is not to avoid neutrals, but to own them. Choose rich textures like knits, suedes, structured cotton, or crepe. Play with layering. Use contrast light with dark matte with gloss, soft with crisp. And let accessories do what they're meant to tell your story, not fight for attention. So tell me which neutral makes you feel calm, strong, and quietly powerful. Drop it in the comments. I love seeing how different women bring their personalities to life through simplicity. And if this message resonates with you, take a second to like this video. It really helps us reach more women just like you, women rediscovering what elegance truly looks like after 50. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, there's so much more coming your way. Of course, even the most beautiful neutral outfit can lose its magic when the wrong print takes over. So before you reach for that bold, floral, or dramatic animal print, let's talk about why sometimes less really is more. Prints can be playful, expressive, and full of personality, but when they're too big, too loud, or too trend-driven, they often end up wearing you instead of the other way around. You've probably had that moment. You see a bold floral dress in the store window, bright, oversized, dramatic. It looks amazing on the mannequin or in the ad, but when you try it on, something feels off. The print takes over the room, your face fades into the background, and what was supposed to feel fashionable ends up feeling like a costume stylist. Carla Rockmore puts it perfectly. You should wear the print, not let it wear you. Because true style isn't about shouting, it's about whispering something memorable. That doesn't mean you have to give up prints. Far from it, but it does mean being thoughtful. Polka dots, for instance, especially in smaller patterns, have a timeless charm. They're playful, yet refined. Vertical stripes elongate the body and bring structure to an outfit. Delicate florals, when set against a neutral base, can feel romantic and modern at the same time. Even a soft houndstooth or microcheck can add personality without overpowering your presence. If you love prints, start small. Try a printed scarf, a blouse layered under a cardigan, or a skirt paired with a solid top. These subtle touches let the print support your outfit, not dominate it, and always balance it out. If your top is patterned, keep your bottoms neutral. If your dress is floral, choose shoes and accessories that ground the look. Because style at this stage in life isn't about being noticed for the loudest outfit in the room. It's about being remembered for the quiet confidence you carry when what you wear reflects who you are. So let's hear it. What's the print that makes you feel most like yourself? Drop it in the comments. Whether it's stripes, dots, or something bold that you've learned to style your own way, your story might just inspire someone else to try something new. And if you've been enjoying this journey, I'd be so grateful if you gave this video a like and shared it with a friend who's ready to refresh her wardrobe. Subscribe if you haven't already, there's so much more ahead. Now imagine this, your outfit is polished, well-fitted, the colors are balanced, and the print is just right, but something's still missing. That final detail that brings it all together. You guessed it, we're about to step into the world of accessories where elegance speaks without saying a word. You've picked the perfect outfit, the fit is flattering, the color brings out your eyes, the fabric moves with elegance, but something feels unfinished, like a sentence without punctuation, like music without a final note. That's where accessories come in. They're not extra. They're essential. Accessories are how you complete your presence, how you add your personal signature to even the simplest outfit. As style icon. Nina Garcia once said, accessories are how you tell people who you are without saying a word, and at this stage in life, you have so much to say. A silk scarf in a color that makes your skin glow, a structured leather bag that holds both your essentials and your confidence, a pair of gold hoops or pearl studs that catch the light just enough. These aren't decorations. They're expressions. They whisper strength, creativity, warmth, independence. They say, I know who I am, I'm still evolving, but I show up intentionally. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need a drawer full of options. You just need a few go-to pieces that feel like you. A necklace you bought on a solo trip that reminds you of your courage. A ring passed down from your mother. Even a brooch you rediscovered in the back of your jewelry box that suddenly feels right again. If you've been skipping accessories because they feel like too much, try starting with just one. Drape a scarf over your shoulders for your next coffee date. Swap your everyday tote for a small crossbody in a rich burgundy or navy. Put on that bracelet you've been saving for a special occasion and let today be the reason. Because adding a touch of beauty to your day isn't vanity. It's care, it's presence, it's art, and you deserve to feel seen in the smallest of ways. So let's talk. What's the accessory that makes you feel most like yourself? Is it a bold ring? A soft cashmere wrap? Drop it in the comments below. And if you've ever rediscovered your love for accessories later in life, I'd love to hear your story. While you're here, go ahead and like this video. If it sparked even one new idea, share it with a friend who might need a gentle reminder that beauty doesn't come from labels, it comes from within. And don't forget to subscribe. We're building a community of elegance, one story at a time. Now, of course, just as a missing accessory leaves an outfit incomplete, too many can drown your look. Let's talk next about finding that delicate balance when less truly becomes more. If accessories are the punctuation of your outfit, too many can feel like an exclamation overload. A pair of statement earrings, a chunky necklace, bold bangles, patterned scarf, colorful handbag, and suddenly, instead of telling your story with elegance, your outfit starts to compete for attention loudly. And no one wins. It's a common mistake, especially for those of us rediscovering fashion later in life. There's excitement, possibility, a sense of freedom. We didn't always have in our younger years, but in our desire to express all of that at once, we sometimes say too much with too many things. Here's the truth. One well-chosen accessory can speak louder than 5. A pair of pearl studs with a soft, neutral blouse. Says grace, a bold cuff bracelet paired with a monochrome outfit says confidence. A richly colored scarf over a structured coat says, I'm here and I know who I am. That's the kind of elegance that leaves an impression, not because it shouts, but because it knows when to whisper. The key is to choose your focal point. If your earrings are the star, let them shine without a competing necklace. If your handbag is patterned or bold, keep your jewelry minimal. If your shoes are striking balance them with a quieter top. Let one piece lead and let the others support. And don't underestimate proportion. Oversized accessories can overwhelm a petite frame. Tiny, delicate pieces might get lost if your outfit is more structured or bold. Think harmony, not symmetry. Think conversation, not competition. Here's something fun you can try. Take a photo of your outfit today, just a quick snapshot in the mirror. Then ask yourself, what's the one thing I could remove to make this feel more intentional? You might be surprised by how subtracting just one element can instantly elevate the whole look. And while you're at it, let us know in the comments what that one thing was for you. Was it the extra necklace, the patterned scarf on top of a printed top, or maybe nothing at all because you nailed it? I'd love to hear what you're learning about your own style along the way. Don't forget to give this video a like. If you're enjoying this journey of refinement, share it with someone who's just beginning to embrace her style with purpose, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next piece of this conversation. Now that we've talked about accessories, how to use them thoughtfully and avoid the chaos of too much, let's turn to the trends, because while they can be fun, too many at once can have the same effect as over-accessorizing. Let's explore how to flirt with trends without losing your true style. There's nothing wrong with loving fashion. In fact, it's wonderful to feel curious again, to try something new, to experiment, to play. But when it comes to trends, there's a fine line between looking fresh and looking lost. You've probably seen it before, maybe even worn it. A ruffled top paired with wide-leg pants and neon green oversized sunglasses, fringe earrings, and a belt bag. All in one outfit, trend overload. Instead of creating a look that feels expressive, the result often feels confusing. And more importantly, it doesn't reflect you. Because style isn't about wearing everything that's in. It's about knowing what feels right for your body, your energy, your life, and choosing with intention. The great designer Carolina Herrera once said, "Elegance is not about being noticed, it's about being remembered." That quote says it all. People remember how you carried yourself, how you glowed with confidence, not whether your shoes were from the latest runway drop or your blouse was last season's color. So what's the solution? Keep your foundation classic. Pieces like a crisp white shirt, a tailored blazer, well-fitted, dark jeans, a midi-length dress in a neutral tone, these never go out of style. Then, if you want to nod to the trends, do it with purpose. Add a pop of color with a bag in a bold hue. Try a new silhouette in your eyewear. Slip on loafers with a metallic finish, instead of basic black. One trend at a time is not only enough, it's elevated, and if something's trending that doesn't resonate with you, let it pass. The most timeless wardrobes are built on clothes that still feel like you 5 years from now, not ones that look outdated in 5 months. So let me ask, which trend have you tried recently? Did it feel true to you, or did it feel like you were trying on someone else's story? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to know how you're navigating fashion at this new stage. If this video has been helpful so far, give it a like. It really supports the channel. And feel free to send it to a friend who's just beginning to explore her post-50 style. And of course, subscribe if you haven't yet. There's so much more we're going to uncover together. Now we've talked about trends and what we choose to wear. But what about what we wear by default? The pieces we throw on when we're just running errands or staying close to home, are those choices reflecting the woman you are, or have they become an afterthought? Let's talk about that next. We've all done it. You're just running to the store, maybe picking up milk, grabbing a coffee, or dropping something at the post office. It feels like a no big deal kind of day, so you throw on whatever's clean and comfortable sweatpants from 5 years ago, an old oversized t-shirt, maybe a hoodie with a stretched out collar. It's not that you don't care, it's that it feels easier. But over time, this habit of dressing just to get by starts to chip away at something deeper. Your presence, your self-respect, the quiet pride you used to take in showing up for the day, even in small moments. According to AARP, women who dress with care, regardless of where they're going, report higher levels of social engagement and lower rates of depression. And it makes sense. When you feel good in what you're wearing, you're more likely to smile, to make eye contact, to walk with confidence. You show up not just for others, but for yourself. Now let's be clear, this isn't about dressing up in heels and pearls to buy eggs. It's about elevating the everyday, choosing pieces that are still comfortable, but intentional, dark tailored pants with a bit of stretch, a soft button-down blouse, a cardigan in a flattering color, pair that with clean white sneakers or ballet flats, and suddenly you've gone from just getting by to effortlessly elegant. And the best part, it doesn't take more time, it just takes more thought. You deserve to feel like yourself, even at the grocery store, especially there. So let's talk. What's your favorite casual but elegant outfit for errands or brunch with friends? Share it in the comments. You never know who you'll inspire. And if this message nudged something in you, hit the like button. Share this video with someone who might need a gentle reminder that every day is a good day to show up, and subscribe if you haven't already. We've still got a few more pieces to this puzzle. Because as much as your outfit matters, there's one piece most people notice first and last. Your coat. Let's talk about why outerwear should never be an afterthought. Think about it. What's the very first thing people see when you arrive somewhere? And what's the last thing they notice as you leave? It's not your blouse, it's not your shoes, it's your coat. And yet, for so many women, outerwear becomes an afterthought. We spend time choosing the right top pants, jewelry, and then throw on an old puffer jacket or oversized zip-up that's seen better days. It's warm, it works, and we tell ourselves, no one's really looking. But they are, and more importantly, you are. Your coat is your handshake before you say a word. It's your posture in fabric form. It's the frame to your outfit, not something to cover it up. It sets the tone for how you feel about yourself when you step into the world. That's why elegant women choose their outerwear with as much care as they choose what's underneath. A trench coat in a classic beige, a long wool blazer in navy or charcoal, a soft, structured coat in winter white or camel. These pieces never go out of style. They don't scream for attention, but they whisper sophistication. And it's not about having a closet full of coats. Just one or two timeless, well-fitting pieces can transform even the simplest outfit underneath. Jeans and a t-shirt become intentional with a tailored coat. A casual errand run becomes a graceful moment in motion. Fit matters here too. A coat that's too tight makes you look uncomfortable. One that's too big can swallow your shape. When in doubt, don't be afraid to have your outerwear tailored. A small alteration at the shoulders or waist can elevate the entire silhouette. Here's a question for you. If someone saw only your coat, no bag, no shoes, no jewelry, what would it say about you? Would it reflect your personality, your strength, your quiet confidence? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing how different women define presence. If you're finding value in these reflections, go ahead and give this video a like. Maybe share it with a sister or friend who's rethinking her own closet these days. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Our community is growing one graceful step at a time. And now, we arrive at the final layer. Because no matter how perfect your outfit is, how elegant your accessories, or polished your coat, none of it shines if you forget to take care of the woman inside. Let's talk about self-care, the kind that starts from within and radiates outward. You can wear the most flattering outfit, the perfect shoes, the most timeless coat, but if your hair looks forgotten, your nails are chipped, or your skin feels neglected, something quietly falls apart. Not because you need to be polished for others, but because your grooming is often the most personal form of self-respect. At this stage in life, self-care isn't about vanity, it's about vitality. According to Mayo Clinic, women who maintain light, consistent grooming routines, whether that's trimming their hair regularly, applying light makeup, or keeping their nails clean, report higher levels of social confidence and better overall mental health. And it makes sense. These small acts become quiet rituals of reconnection, a way to say to yourself, I'm still here, I still matter. You don't need a full glam squad. This isn't about heavy contouring or chasing beauty trends. It's about freshness. About looking in the mirror and seeing yourself awake and present. Start with a simple haircut that frames your face and fits your lifestyle. Keep your nails trimmed, filed and clean, maybe with a soft nude polish or even just a clear coat. If you wear makeup, keep it light, a bit of blush to bring warmth to your cheeks, mascara to open your eyes, a tinted balm to soften your lips. That's it, 5 minutes, but it changes how you walk out the door. And here's something you may not expect other people notice. Yes, but you notice more. You speak more clearly. You stand taller. You're more likely to smile to say yes to that spontaneous lunch or that invitation you once declined. It's not magic. It's self-trust, rebuilt one intentional choice at a time. So let me ask you, what's one small self-care habit you can commit to this week? A haircut you've been putting off, a new lipstick shade you've been meaning to try. Tell me in the comments. I'd love to celebrate that choice with you, and if this reminder spoke to something in you, click like it helps others discover this space. Share it with a woman who's learning like you to put herself back on her own priority list. And if you haven't yet subscribed, we're creating something beautiful here together, because in the end, fashion may start with fabric. But elegance, it always begins with how you care for the woman inside. And now, as we've explored all 12 quiet mistakes that can gently pull us away from our most confident, graceful selves, it's time to bring it all home. Let's close this journey with a reflection on what elegance truly means and why it has nothing to do with age, size, or trends, but everything to do with presence, purpose, and pride. So here we are, 12 quiet mistakes, 12 gentle shifts. Some may have surprised you, others might have felt like looking in a mirror, but all of them at their heart come back to the same idea. You deserve to show up as the woman you are today, Not the version of you from 20 years ago, not a version trying to impress or compete, but you stronger, wiser, softer, more grounded. Elegance was never about perfection. It's not about the price of your coat or the label inside your shoes. It's how you choose to carry yourself through the day, how you care for the details, how you honor the body, the spirit, the story that's yours alone. So whether it's rethinking that old blazer, slipping on a pair of earrings you love, or simply standing in front of the mirror and saying, I deserve to feel beautiful today. I hope something in this video helped you take one step closer to that version of you. And now I'd love to hear from you. Was there a mistake in today's list that really hit home for you, one that you've made, or maybe still make? Leave me a comment below. This isn't just a video, it's a conversation, and your story matters. If this video brought you a little clarity or comfort, I'd be so grateful if you gave it a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow and it tells the algorithm, this is worth watching. Share it with a friend, a sister, a neighbor, someone who deserves to feel radiant again. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell so you'll know when part 2 drops. Because next time we're diving into the must-have wardrobe staples for women over 50, a guide to the timeless pieces that make getting dressed every day feel effortless and joyful. Until then, remember this, you are not dressing to chase youth. You are dressing to reflect the woman who has lived, loved, learned, and continues to lead with grace and that kind of elegance. It never goes out of style.